A father of the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy habitation. That's Psalms 68:5. And that's one of my favorite verses about God. And it actually pops up a lot in the Old Testament when God is talking to the Israelites. And he tells them, protect the widows and the orphans, right? One of the reasons why he made Israel a holy nation was so that they could protect the widows and the orphans, so that they could help those that were in need and really didn't have any way of fending for themselves. But I brought up this verse because Father's Day is coming up, and sadly there are a lot of people who, for one reason or another, did not grow up with their father. Or maybe their father died, or maybe they never had a relationship with their father. I was blessed to have a relationship with mine, and I'm so thankful for him. I think about that sometimes, and sometimes you take your parents for granted, but I'm really thankful for my dad because the statistics surrounding those who grew up without fathers, I mean, they're jarring. It's crazy to think that one figure could have so much power over the outcome of a young person's life, but it's true, right? The majority of the people who are in prison, the majority of young women who get pregnant out of wedlock, the majority of kids who are sexually active at young ages, I mean, they're the ones who grew up with no fathers. And sadly, that's a thing that we see a lot in our community. And but I think Jesus knew that, though. I love our God because he's a God of reason. He doesn't do anything for no reason. That's what I love about him. And you think about in the beginning, when he said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother, and he shall go to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh, right? He knew good and well that you needed a father and a mother, right? Like he set that up because he knew what we needed, even if we didn't know, even if we didn't realize it. And there's a reason why he refers to himself as Father God. That's how he refers to himself, because he knows how important it is to have a father figure, to have somebody who cares for you, somebody who defends you, protects you. And in fact, one of the reasons why he gets upset with Israel when they start sinning against him is because even though they're still giving him offerings, even though they're still praying to him, even though they're still doing their festivals and, kind of following the letter of the law, they're not following the spirit of the law, because they're not protecting the widows and the orphans. They're not doing everything in their power to give help and give shelter to these people that need it the most. And I think it's so incredible that God cares so deeply about this issue, because he says here, he is the father of the fatherless. He's the defender of widows. In other words, he's saying, even if you didn't have a father, even if you didn't have a husband, even if your husband died, even if something went wrong, right? Even if you didn't grow up with those things, still take care of those people. Take care of the fatherless, take care of the widows. Because even though they don't have a physical father, I am the father of the fatherless. I am the husband of the widow. And they're still mine, right? And he's pleading with Israel when he says these things, right? Take care of them, right? Don't worry about your ceremonies. Don't worry about sacrifices. Obey me. Do my will, right? Because he cares about the fatherless. He cares about the widows and the orphans, because they're his, right? Even if they don't belong to anyone, they're his. And he formed them. And he cares deeply about their success and their failure and every heartbreak that they go through. And he challenges us as Christians to be that for those people. To show the love of Christ and to show the love of the fathers to those that maybe have never experienced it.